Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. It's not quite 10, but I just wanted to get on to make sure that we're all hooked up, and it looks like we are. So hopefully this is going to work today. I'm very excited about what I'm going to show you today. This might be a little bit of a long broadcast this morning because I'm very excited about these projects for Mother's Day. And it's a good thing my friends Debbie and Gail said, you know, Mother's Day is coming up and we got to get these things in the post office. So it's definitely time to do Mother's Day stuff. So that's what we're going to do today. And it's a lovely day in my neck of the woods. It's a little chilly, although it's supposed to get up to 60 degrees, so that's good. Hopefully, you know, it'll be fine. Good morning, Jan. Good morning. Thank you for joining me this morning. How cold it is in your neck of the woods. It's going to be 60 today, but it was like in the 28, 29 last night. We had to cover all up. Well, I didn't cover up. Oops. Stop recording and continue recording. I don't know what's going on. Gosh, we cannot have any problems with my switcher. It is 10 o'clock. Let's get started. Okay, here we go. Here we go, right here. So this is what we're going to show you today. I'm going to show you how to make this really, really cute gift card, and I'm going to show you how to make this little gift bag. So let's start with this one. Now this is an exact copy of a template that Frenchie Martin. If you don't know Frenchie Martin, you have to hook onto her site. She's hysterical. She's a great demonstrator. Very, very talented. So anyway, this is her project. So look at this. Look at this card. The little butterfly, and you open it up. And when you open it up, there's a little gift card, a gift bag in here. And inside the gift bag is a little sachet of lavender. Isn't that sweet? So I'm going to show you how to do this. Now, I know it looks daunting. It's not. I'm going to show you. Don't worry. All right. Now, the first thing that you need, let me get all my supplies over here. The first thing that you need is a piece. Let me move this out of the way. I've got lots of little pieces here. I have to be careful. All right. The first thing, we're in the monsoon, about 50 degrees. Oh, that's 50 degrees and lots of rain. That doesn't sound good. Yikes. Okay, let's get started. Here it is. This is a piece of Highland Heather cardstock, and it's 11 inches by 4 1/4. And what you need to do, you need to score it at the 1 1/4 inch mark and at the 7 inch mark. So this is the base for the card. All right, so then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take your bone folder and you're going to fold these sections and give them a nice crisp fold. Ugh, that's cold and raw and damp for me, Jan. How long is that going to last? All right, so anyway, here is your base, like this. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do, and I'm going to put this piece of vanilla cardstock inside and I'm not going to stamp it because I don't know exactly whom I'm going to send this to. So for right now, we'll just do that. We'll just add some adhesive here and get this put in. And then we're going to add some designer paper. Now this, if you want, you can go to Frenchie's website, and she also has this on YouTube, so you can copy it. She's got a nice little thing you can copy. And the date of this, let me just make sure I get you the right date. This was January 9th, 2024. Deb, good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you for popping on in Blackstone in your new digs. I'm so happy for you. Okay, so that's that. So then the next thing I did was I took my perennial lavender designer paper, which I absolutely love, and I've got two different pieces of the 4 by 3 3/4. So I'm going to decide which one is the one that's going to go on the outside, which I think is going to be this one. And then this is the one that's going to be on the inside. So I'm going to go ahead and get these all adhered. I could have used the gingham side. I like that gingham a lot. I think it's really pretty. But I'm going to put this on here like this. And then I am going to get my panel piece on. Well, before I do that, I might as well do this inside piece. I like this because it's got the little butterfly right here. I think that's really cute. So that's adorable. so let's add this in. About a week. Oh, Jan, that's horrible. Do you get flooded at all? I hope you don't get flooded. That doesn't sound good. All right, so here is this piece. This goes inside here. And again, this is Frenchie Martin, and if you haven't ever attached yourself to her, you should, because she's just a hoot. She's fun to watch, to listen to, and she's very, very talented. All right, so let me get my other little pieces here. Here they are, right here. And then now, let's decide what we're going to have for the outside. Oh, I think that's pretty for the outside piece. And then for the inside piece, I think I'm going to do that. Yeah, let's do that. So I do get to use the gingham piece. About a week of monsoon weather. Yikes. Ugh, that sounds awful. All right, but I hope you don't get flooded or have any damage to your property. All right, there's that. And then this piece is going to be on the outside. Look at how pretty that's going to be. And I think I'm going to orient it like this because that looks like the right orientation. Sometimes with the designer papers, you can't really tell because the florals are all over the place, but this one you can tell. All right, so that's going to go on like that. Easy peasy. So this is the base of your card. And then the next thing is you need to have 2 circles, and I cut these out with my layering. Hi from sunny Aruba. Terry, you are so funny. You better be sitting at poolside with a drink in your hand. Yay. Thank you for popping on. How fun is that you're in Aruba, in a bathing suit, I'm sure. You know, with your toes in the sand. Yeah, that would be right up my alley. Okay, so hey, Cheryl, good morning. Thank you very much for joining me this morning. Where are you from, Cheryl? Okay, so here are 2 circles, one layering lavender, layering. This is gorgeous grape, and then this is the designer paper. And this is going to go on the front like that. But we'll hold off on this for right now. So the next thing you have to do is you have to get a piece of designer paper, and this is the same designer paper that we, yes, on the beach, good for you. And this piece is actually 3.5 by 9.5 inches. Now, I just want to show you. I've already done some cutting out here, and I've already done some scoring here. But that's okay. Again, if you go to Frenchie's website, you can get the pattern for this, but I'm going to show you how to assemble it. So what you do is there are different score marks. Like the score marks are at 1/2, 1 inch, 4.5, 5, 5.5, and 9 inches. And then you turn it this way, and you score it at the, let's see, 1 and 3 inches all the way down. And then what you have to do is you have to snip out the corners. So when you snip out the corners, that's going to allow you to make the little box that goes. You're from Georgia. Well, thank you so much, Cheryl, from joining me. I think you're the first person that I've had from Georgia. So welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. All right. So the next thing I want to do is I want to turn this over and make sure that I get my orientation correct. And what I'm going to do is take my adhesive, and these flaps are going to come down just like that. Okay, so that is this part of the gift card box right here, this piece right here. All right, so I'm simply going to add some adhesive here, and I'm going to fold that down, and then I'm going to put some adhesive here, and I'm going to fold that down. There you go. All right, so now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it back over, and I have taken 2 pieces of the designer paper. These are 1/8 of an inch by 6 inches. And I'm going to take, these are going to be the little handles. Now, if you want to use ribbon, you could use ribbon, but I'm choosing to use the designer paper like this. On the one, that, my sample, I did use ribbon, but I'm going to show you how you can do this with this. So the next thing is you need to have some glue dots. So I'm going to take 1 glue dot, and I'm going to put it right here, and I'm going to take another glue dot, and I'm going to put it right here. And then I'm going to take these little papers right off with my pick-me-up tool. And I am going to make sure that I get this down exactly correct. So that's going to go there. And then I don't want this to flip, so I want to make sure that I get it like that. Perfect. Now, I've also taken 2 pieces of designer paper, and I'm going to cover this up so that the inside is nice and covered and you can't actually see the little pieces of the ribbon. okay? Well, the ribbon, the paper, cardstock. So I'm going to put that right there, right at the top like that. This is the inside, so you're really not going to see it, but it just finishes it off a little bit. Now I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I'm going to put one right here, and I'm going to put another one just right here like this. And I'm going to take these off. This is so exciting that I have Terry, who's in Aruba, and Cheryl from Georgia, and of course, then my peeps. Kathy, good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you so much for joining in this morning. All right, so this is going to go down like this, like such. And I just want to make sure that they're even before I secure this. Yep, they are, so that's perfect. Now I'm going to take this little piece and add some adhesive to this. And then I'm going to cover this right up. Right it to the top like that. There we go. All right, so there we've got that. Now, you can see on the inside right here, the middle, this has a score line, this has a score line, this has a score line. So you want to fold it like this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to secure this other side. I love this. I need to make one. Cheryl, are you familiar with Frenchie? Frenchie Martin, she's incredible. She's just so much fun. She's a very nice human being and just a lot of fun, and she's got great ideas, and I use a lot of her ideas, and I always give her credit for them because they're her ideas. Okay, so now let's get back to this so you can see you can fold it. So this piece on this side has two flaps. So what you're going to do is you're going to fold this one down. We're going to put adhesive on it, and then we're going to join it. So let me get my adhesive. And here we go. And I'm just going to make sure I get it. There we go, just like that. Now I'm going to bring this side up, and I have to make sure that this is folded just like that, because that's the other fold. And then you want to bring it so that they're exactly even. Now this can be a little bit tricky. And I just, wait a minute, let's make sure I get this. Whoa! There's a little trickiness going on right there. So we're just going to fix this. There are no mistakes in Stampin' Up. Remember that. None. None, 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 none. Okay. Now I'm going to pull it up so I can do this a little bit better. Just like, whoa, I'm going to take this little piece off. There we go. And then I can do this like that. Now if I were using Tombow, Tombow would give me a little bit of extra room to wiggle around. And yeah, I just did this a little bit too far up. I should have used Tombow. That's okay. But I didn't. There we go. Here we go. Perfect. Okay. Now I'm going to fold it like that. There we go. All right. Now I'm going to open it up. And now this has to go inside because this is the pleat, just like the pleat on the other side. So here is your gift bag right now. Like that. Perfect. Now you have these two pieces right here, and these are going to go on the inside of your card. So let me bring my card back. Now this is the tricky part. What you want to do is, first of all, you want to make sure that when you put this down that your ribbons fall within the diameter of your piece of Very Vanilla cardstock, and it does. Okay, so that's perfect. So then, I just have to get this over here so I can see what I'm doing. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add adhesive to this piece right here. Now the trick is that good morning, Nancy. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Nancy's from Hemet, California. It's nice to have you with us this morning, dear, and thank you for getting up very early, just like Jan. You and Jan got up early to be with me. Now, the trick here is you do not want to get it on top of that score line. You want it close to the score line like this, but not near it. Not near it, because if you do, then this isn't going to fit in well. So let me just take this, and I'm going to put some adhesive on this, like that. And now what I'm going, oh, you know what? See that little extra piece? I'm just going to trim that off. Sometimes you have to do a little bit of extra trimming. Okay, so that's coming off. So now I'm going to put this right on just like this. Perfect. Okay. Perfect. Now I'm going to do the same thing with the other side right here, like this. And I'm going to add my adhesive in like this. And then I'm going to very gently, let me make sure I get this folded just right. let me just give this a little bit of a crisp fold. Sometimes you have to make sure that that's nice and crisp. All right, now there's adhesive there. Oh, let me see. I should add just a little bit more. There we go. All right, now I'm going to fold this over like this and press, 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 press. And voila, there you have your little bag. Isn't that stinking cute? Look at how cute that is. Now, of course, you have to have something to go inside that. And so what I have done is I have made I got these out Amazon. These are little sachet bags. And then my granddaughter and I went, some of you know this already, went to the Cape Cod Lavender Farm in Howard on the Cape, and I got 2 pounds. That's a lot of lavender seeds, 2 pounds of seeds, and also 2 plants that I'm going to plant. But anyway, this is this, and so this can go in like this. How cute is that? But I decided that it would also be cute to put a little gift card inside. So here is a gift card to Starbucks, and what I've done is I've taken 2 pieces of tissue paper, and I'm just going to put it in like this, and I'm going to first put this in, my gift card in. Maybe the tissue is a little bit, there we go, like this. And then I'm going to put my, here we go, and I'll pull this up just a little bit so it looks like, you know how when you get a pretty package in a store, how cute is that? And then I'm just going to tuck down my little ribbons from my sachet, and there you have it. Okay, so that's that. Now, we do need to put the front on, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this around, and I've taken a little butterfly. I love these little butterflies. I forget what these are part of the suite, actually. And I've got some gorgeous grape ink on my dauber, and I'm just going to daub this like this, just a little bit. I really don't need a lot. So I'm just going to do it like this, just to give it a little bit of contrast. There we go. How cute is that? And then with a dimensional, with a glue dot, I'm just going to put the glue dot like right here. And you probably just need one. I think one would be fine. And then we're going to put that on like that. And then the trick is, now we have to get this folded. And we have to fold it so that this is going to tuck under. So what you do is you put a little bit of adhesive on this side, halfway on your circle like this, and then you come in like this, and you can just do like this, and make sure before you press it hard, turn it around to make sure you don't have any adhesive on here, and I don't. So that's going to work, and then you can just tuck this under like this. Whoops. You know what? I need to move this over just a tiny little bit, because you need to have a little bit of the area that doesn't have any adhesive. There you go, like such. Okay, now there is bulk to this, but we can make envelopes for this. Or the other thing you can do is you can just put a teaspoon, and I've got, I use this little teaspoon here, and you could just put a teaspoon of the lavender seeds in the packet, and it would lie flatter. Now, of course, we have to frou-frou this up a little bit, so I have to add some, bling to it. And I think in this situation, I'm going to go ahead and use pearls, because I'm into pearls this week. I don't know why, but I am. But anyway, let's do this. Put that on like that. And then I might do some Wink of Stella to give this little butterfly a little bit more glitz. Yes, yes, yes. That's what we're going to do. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I'll have 4 of these cards when I'm back at my first class. Okay, Nancy. Nancy is well, she's not really a snowbird. Well, I guess you could be considered a snowbird. She's in California, in Hemet, California, to get away from the winters here. And then she comes back and she has a home here in Franklin as well. So between her Hemet home and her Franklin home, she's a bi-coastal lady, and she's coming back. We've had fun doing classes with her, with friends, long distance classes, which was wicked fun. we did a series of 8 cards over 2 months, which was a lot of fun to do a Zoom class with them. So anyway, there you go. So here you have it. Here is this card. Isn't that sweet? Look at how pretty that is. And here's the other one. This one I put on rhinestones, but you can put whatever you want. Oh, and I meant to fluff the little butterfly wings up a little bit. Of course, they probably will get flat in the card, in the envelope. Or you could put it in a box. Or the other thing is, you could put it in a cellar bag with a pretty bow on top, you could. And you could use this as a bag topper or a box topper. Yes, in a nice little cellar bag. So those are those. All right, so let me move that out of the way. And let me get this out of the way, and let me bring this in. Now this, I think, is so stinking cute too. This is adorable. I actually made these for pillow presents for the people who went to the Stage Neck Inn in Maine. Holly, hey, Jan, I'll let you know. I'll text you and let you know how I did that. The Zoom class. It's easy. If I can do it, you can do it. So anyway, this is from, and I think her name is, well, she goes by Nellie. It's stamped with Nellie, but she's an English demonstrator. Her name is Heather Forgan. And if you want to get this project sheet, this is stampwithnellie.com. Actually, I've done this before with other things. You are very welcome, Jan. I've used this box before, but she used the perennial lavender designer paper, and so I'm going to do the same thing again. So let me show you how we do this. So let me bring everything over here. This is pretty easy too. Now, I know it looks a little complicated, but not to worry. If you come into my class, I'm going to have this template all done for you. So first of all, you have a piece of Very Vanilla that's 7 inches by 5 3/4. And then it is scored in a significant number of ways. First of all, it's scored at 2 1/4, 3 1/4, 5 1/2, and 6 1/2. And then you turn it this way, and you score it at the 2 3/4, no, wait a minute, you score it at 1 and 4 3/4. Then what you have to do is, if you can see right here, I have made another score line that looks like a tent. And what you have to do is you have to decide which is your top and which is your bottom. And you find the midpoint between this little square here, which is a 1/2 inch. And then you make a score line from that point down to this point, and from that point down to that point. And I'll show you why. So then the next thing you have to do is you have to cut out all of these squares, with the exception, wait a minute, let me pull this over. Okay, with the exception of the one on the left. So it looks like this. All right, so what we do is, let me just show you here. I will show you what we're going to do. So this comes, you take this and you cut this out. And then, wait a minute, I got to do it this way. I'm a visual person, folks. So wait a minute. Okay, yep, okay. So this is coming all off. This whole top layer is coming off. You just needed these for guides, so this piece comes out, and you get rid of that. Then on the bottom, you're going to cut this up, and then I do a little triangle because it makes it easier just to fold the box. You all know how to do that, so it goes like that. Just makes it easier to get these nice crisp folds like this. You'll see in a minute. So you take this out, and then this one, and then this one. Okay, so that's what that looks like. And then the next thing you have to do, you'll notice that this has a very nice decorative edge. So what I did was I took my Very Best Trio stamp punch, and what you first do is you put it in this side, and I hope I don't mess this up. And then you fold this, and then you put it back in, and you get this second side done. There we go. Perfect. So there is the decorative fold that you will have for the top of your box, which is right here. See that right there? Okay, so now the rest is easy peasy. So what we do is take the bone folder, and what you're going to do is you're going to fold all of these, and make sure you have a nice crisp fold on everyone, like this. Like this. And this is the flap that's going to attach the box together. Now, you might say, what do we do with these lines here? So what you're going to do is you're very gently going to fold this in, just like this. It's just scored a little bit. And then do the same thing on the other side, because this is where, is there a place where we can find the score line dimensions? Yes, if you go to, wait a minute, here it is right here, stampwithnellie.com. This is her stampwithnellie.com. There it is right here. And her name is actually Heather Forgan. She has this printout for you that you can copy. And all of the information is right here on both pages. So write that down. And it shows you everything, what you need to do. Perfectly. So again, it's stampwithnellie.com. Her name is Heather Forgan. And I think this woman is from England. So you fold that and you fold this up just like this, because this is the part that's going to give you the fold to the inside of the box. All right, so we fold that and then we come and fold this side like this. Like that. All right, now the next thing you have to do here is what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take my designer paper. I chose 2, and I'm going to put them on like this. So let me bring this back in. Did that help? You are welcome. You are welcome. It's so nice that demonstrators share, give us these projects to make and share with our friends, as long as we make sure that we tell everybody that it wasn't my original design. Okay, so we're going to put this one on here. Doesn't matter which one goes where. It was fun choosing these papers because this paper is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And of course it's retiring. I think it's retiring. And there we go. And so here's this one. Perfect. Now the next thing you need to do is you need to take another piece of the designer paper so that you can cover this little flap right up here. So I've already gone and cut this out. This piece is 3/4 by 2, and then I'm just going to add some adhesive to this like such and put this on just like that. Okay, now we've got to get the box put together. So you see this side here has this little flap here. So what you need to do is you need to add some adhesive to this. And then we're going to bring this over like this, perfectly like this. Again, it's the same idea as the box that we did before, like that. Now we have the box created. And you see the benefit of having these angles on the, whoops, let's make sure I get that, yeah, tucked in. So that you can pleat this so that your box is going to fold very nicely. So now you have to do the flaps on the bottom to get the box closed up. Oops, this little piece should have come out. Why did I not cut that out? But there are no mistakes within Stampin' Up, right? So we just take this out. There we go. All right, so now we're going to make sure that this goes, all right, so this is the front, so this is going to go like this. Now on this one, I am going to put some, let me see, yeah, I'm going to put some snail. You can actually use whatever you want. A Tombow would work well, but I'm just using the snail because I can, and because it's right here. And because my Tombow is at my other desk. All right, so there's the bottom. There's the bottom, here's the top, and there's this. So now what you need to have is a little piece of Velcro. And so what I did was this Velcro, normally I have white, but I couldn't find the white, any more of the white. So I took these are both self-adhesive. They've got adhesive on both sides. So I took them, I put them together, and then I quartered it, cut it in 4 pieces. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece and I'm just going to pop it on like this. Actually, these should have been stuck together. So I'm just going to stick this right together, because that way when I take this one off, yes, me too, Jan, they're so talented. It's unbelievable. So this is coming off. Why did that come off in my hand? All right, so there, and then I'm just going to pull this down and press, 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 press. And so it opens up very nicely like that. The white would look better, and I will get more of the white. All right, so then I'm going to put a little bow on the top of it. And this bow, I took our twine, a large spool of twine. This is old, but this, I love this twine because it's really thick. But what I did was I spliced it up. There are 3 sections to this. So I untwisted the top, and as you can see, you can pull these out very nicely. So then I used 4 pieces and made a bow. And then I'm just going to take this and put it right here. And I'm going to use 2 glue dots just because I want to make sure that I get this tucked exactly where I want it. And then I'm going to bring this in and I'm going to put it on just like that. And then I'm going to trim this out a little bit like that. And then I took the perennial postage stamp dies and I cut a smaller one out, and I used Highland Heather and Gorgeous Grape to stamp Big Hugs and the little background. And then I'm going to just add a little bit of adhesive to this. And I'm going to pop this on just like that. And then I'm going to take one of these glossy dots that I've had for a while, and I'm going to put one on here on the right hand lower side. You can put whatever you want, whatever color you want, but there is that. Whoops. And then the last thing that we need to do here is to put a bag of lavender inside. Whoops. Whoops, 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 whoops. There we go. So here's my little bag of lavender. And this one is pretty full. I put a lot in here because you can. And the other thing is you absolutely could put a gift card in here as well. Let me get this out. I can take this gift card back and just show you that this will also fit in here. This little gift card from Starbucks. There we go. And tuck this down, and then we'll tuck this in, and there we go. How cute is that? Isn't that adorable? So there this one is. This was the original one with the white Velcro. But how cute are these? These are absolutely adorable. So we're going to be making these on next Monday and Tuesday as well. Now, some of you may not want to do little lavender gift cards or gift bags. So that's fine. So I came up with another card, and if you saw it this morning, I popped it on real quickly and I put it on my Instagram account as well as Facebook. But look at this. Oh, okay. All right. Very good. Thank you, Jan. Well, you have a wonderful time. I didn't know you were a nurse. I'm a nurse too. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Well, thank you very much. And you have a wonderful time with your nursing buddies, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. So anyway, good. All right, so this card I love. I absolutely love. The base is white. Then I took a layer of Bubble Bath, and then I took the Mostly Adored DSP. And then I took the Camellia stamp and stamped it in the Bubble Bath, and then I put this little banner on it. Now, the other thing is that if you didn't want to have, what did I do with the other banner? Oh, here it is. It just fell. If you wanted to make this a Mother's Day card, here is the banner. Well, wait a minute. Let me pull this over. There we go. Okay. So here you can have this little banner that says, hope you have a wonderful Mother's Day. Isn't that pretty? Now, if you didn't want to do this in Bubble Bath, you could do it in another color. So I did this one in Gorgeous Grape. This is Highland Heather, and this is Gorgeous Grape, and then I put a little bow on it. So isn't that pretty too? So there are lots of variations. So next week, Monday, Tuesday, if you're coming to my class Monday, Tuesday, you can choose whatever colors you want to make whatever cards you want. So that's that story in a nutshell. So I have one other thing to tell you. This is wicked exciting. Starting May 1st, we have a great new promotion for new demonstrators. And if you're not a demonstrator and you want to join my team, I'd love to have you. The benefit of this is, first of all, you get $125 worth of product that you select for only $99. But wait, there's more. Then you're going to get, as a bonus, you're going to get all the new 5 in-color ink pads. You're going to get the 5 new in-color watercolor markers. You're going to get a selection of the 5 new in-color cardstock, and you're going to get the the designer paper that matches the in colors. That is an $82 value on top of your $125 worth of product for only $99. So starting May 1st, that is an amazing, amazing offer. So that's the story, my friends. So this is the end of our little session here on Friday. I hope you've had fun. It was wicked fun showing you these projects, and we will do them Monday, Tuesday. Don't worry, I've got a lot of them already. I've got a whole bunch of them already made up in little packets for everybody. So those are them, and the other ones I'll finish later on today. I hope you have a great, great weekend. Hopefully it'll be lovely in your neck of the woods. And Jan, I hope the monsoons don't affect you in any negative way. But have a great time with your friends coming in. And everybody else, have a great weekend. I will see you next week.